Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Man, I've just been busy. If you guys know me at all, you'll know at my springtime I kind of disappear for a little while. Don't make as much content because I'm just wide open busy. That's just how our business goes. If you any of you truckers, you know, springtime is where majority of your money is made. That's when things pick up, when things get built, bought, sold. That's just how it works. So it kind of comes, kind of gives me a, not as much hobby time, that's for sure. But we're gonna do a walk around, give you an update. I got truck build, engine is back together, is running. It's got like 13,000 miles on it. Sorry, it's a spoiler alert. So, but I didn't have time to do a time lapse putting together because it was not fun. If you've ever done an end frame in your driveway, you know what I mean. It's not the best day you can have. Pain in the butt, especially when weather kind of dictates when you work. Done in the shop, it's a lot better. But yeah, so the truck's gonna go. I got it running outside warming up, so I'm about to leave out here in a bit. But Fury update, got the Fury in the lift. I haven't done a video in a long time. I'm thinking my last video was me washing it. I got content. I just haven't had time to edit it, but I'm gonna give you the quick and dirty. We're gonna walk down there and I'm gonna show you how this thing is, how this pig is poked. That's for sure. So we're I'm trying to get back into the power tour stuff because it is coming up quick. I really want you guys, to see the car in action on the tour. So I've kind of made some deals with Phil, my buddy that we did power tour with last year, and hopefully he's going to be working on it this coming up week and kind of getting majority of the big items done. I can help him when I have time, but right now it's just been like 6 days a week, pretty much 7 days a week work. So it kind of sucks. But let's get with it. Let's just go straight outside. It's dark outside. See behind me. So I do have a flashlight. So we're going to do the flashlight deal today. But I do have another truck. I haven't shown that yet either. That's another video. But here is, she's out here running. Got her running. Been doing good. So got her all cleaned up, painted up. It actually looks really good. I hope you can hear me over the motor running, but it is what it is. Yeah, looks good. So we got it all going. I had the wheels polished out and all that. The truck's filthy. It's got this light works, but it's got like 13,000 miles on it now, so it's doing pretty good. Yeah, let's go down here to the shop and see how it's doing. We got the Fury down here on the lift. Been a project for a good while. Well, let's go inside and get my keys first. That help on it. Let's grab these keys right here. These will work. Cadillac keys minus the keyless entry, of course. But yeah, man, it's one of those years. Got my neighbor mowing my yard. I know you can't see much, it's dark. But doing an awesome job. I got a new neighbor. He's definitely coming in crutch, that's for sure. Because this year we've been busier than we ever have, so. All right, so Fury lift. Look how dirty this thing is. It's like a barn find in here. That's how long it's been. So I washed it. Last video is probably when you guys seen that I washed it, and all that dust is fresh. So flip these lights on, boom. No more flashlight, right? If you guys haven't watched the channel before, it's a 59 Fury, Sport Fury. What the hell's this bug down here? Where did he go? There he is. One of those weird looking bugs. But Sport Fury, big block 361, 4-barrel car, really good shape. So here's the quick and dirty. Transmission's out of it. Transmission, it looked like it had coolant in the oil of the transmission, the way it looked. So, and I got videos and all this, I'll get them up eventually, but I'm just trying to get you guys caught up to today. So, had a radiator, took the radiator shop, already had it boiled and pressure tested. They said it is not leaking coolant into the transmission cooler. So this might be debris from how old it is. So it's an old one, got the part break on the back. So she's out of it. The bell housing was cracked, which I got a new one of those. The bell housing's over here. And where is it at? Right there. Right there, you can see the old crack. That's where the starter goes, cracked. So that's part of the problem I was having with starting. Motor's out. Motor's out too. We got her tore apart. They said the car's in good shape, but it had a, I ended up doing a time cert repair here. Right there, you can see it. Ended up doing that, which I got a video on that too. Just haven't had to edit it. So, had to have that out because that's a coolant. If you know anything about Mopar big blocks, that goes in the coolant. So it was kind of a pain in the butt. Somebody JB welded it, had an exhaust leak. I want to fix all that stuff. I don't want this thing sounding like junk, right? We're going to freshen the motor up. The motor's been rebuilt, like 1991, barely any miles on it. We're just going to pull it apart, pull rods, pull mains, and just see how the bearings look, go from there. Oil pan gasket remains still, we got it out. 59, if you look down here, flange for the back is actually uses studs to bolt to the torque converter, which is crazy. Never dealt with that before, but that's an old Mopar way of doing things. So, full suspension's out. The whole shebang. Gas tank, suspension, everything's out. Rear end's out, as you can guess. Leaf springs are off. This thing was leaking, covered as caked in grease. Nasty. We're gonna go through it and look it all over, make sure the wheel bearings are good. Does have new, previous owner did brake jobs, so it's got new brakes and wheel cylinders on it, so that should be good, but we're just gonna freshen all this up. Stub nose is, so the rear end was gone. It is limited slip, or sure grip. Interested to see what ratio it is gonna be. So that's that update, right? Let's make sure we can put this thing in the air. Looks like we can. So, been busy, been real busy. Just, it's how things go, right? Life. Don't need an air compressor. Let's go up with this bad boy. Get you guys up here, look at this thing. All right, so we're up. So the biggest thing I've been doing is just cleaning up. You see the mess on the floor? Yeah, been just pressure washing, clean it up. So here it is. I'd say pretty close to finally done. Like I said, I got, it's dark underneath here, of course, because we got this thing cleaned up pretty good. Here's the trunk pans. I mean, this car is in great shape. It's got a little repair job here, and it's not from rust. It looks like it's from an accident, because this is still original metal here, and that would be what rusted out if it was rust. Looks like somebody just put an original. Let's put a patch panel in there because it looked like it got in a wreck. Same way up here, I put some new joint seal on there to seal all that back up. There's no rust in this car, so we're thinking it's from a previous incident back in the day. So, I mean, it's an old repair. I'm gonna leave it like it is. I'm not putting anything, I'm not doing any body work to this thing. I might do a respray eventually, but yeah. So it looks good. Like it looks, I don't know if you can tell, but this is Pour 15 on the frame. 2 coats of that. That stuff's awesome. I wire brushed everything, kind of did all that. But yeah, you can tell it's in really good shape. I mean, this thing's like 60 years old. So here's the other side. I mean, 60 years old. The thing's rocking, man. It looks good. Other side of the fender wells here. I mean, no patch. I mean, you see like the body plug. I didn't. It's original. It's got a little pinhole in the body plug. Well, no. That's how it is. Looks great. Haven't done the front of the car yet, so this is how like the rest of the floorboard looks. Have a little surface rust here. We got to kind of wire brush off a little bit. Little spider guys. Look at that thing. Yeah, you're on camera, buddy. Cross members out. All that stuff's out. All the tunnel opened up. It's looking good. So, main thing we got to do is we got power steering leak here. As you can see, the box is leaking. We're going to do a dual stage master cylinder. We got to do some of the brake lines because, as you can see, somebody used like compression brass fittings to piece this thing together. Horrible. There's that one. I think there's one back here too. Yeah, right there. Right there. Yeah. So you don't want to use brass on your steel lines for brakes. It's not high pressure enough. So here's right the hood from the bottom side. Don't get to see that much. So yeah, looking good. Really is like a really solid car. Got a little bit of grease built up in the front suspension. I think Phil's going to tackle a little bit of that this weekend. Or this week. I said the brake hoses are all new. The guy did these previously. So this side here's got a little bit of noise in the wheel bearing. We got to take that apart and see how that's going. But the big update is, car is tore to, what. It is tore apart. It's like 2 months before the power tour, and this thing's got to run like 3,000 miles or so that weekend, or that week. So got a lot of head. And this in particular, if this is like a Chevy or a Ford, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But with these Plymouths, man, you just can't get parts. You can't get parts. If you need actually, like if I need a spindle or something that's going to be a used one, I got to track it down, find somebody who's got one. And they all change years. I think you're at like 61 maybe with this car, but not, I don't even know if you're that good that year for most of the stuff. But Motor, I mean, any motor, hopefully the motor's good. Did a compression test on it. I got a video on that, but I just haven't had time to edit it. So, compression test, it tested good. Sorry, I'm looking back here on my parts, see if I can show you anything else. Not really. Fuel tank's over here. Fuel tank's already been replaced. I've already rebuilt the carburetor before, so fuel tank looks pretty new. Inside looked great. I got a new sending unit for it. Got a carburetor all cleaned up. It's ready to go. I've had it on there. Had it running with it on there. So, we got new bell housing, new all internals for this transmission. We got a lot of stuff, man. Got a lot of big things. So, I don't know. Just kind of give you guys a quick dirty phone video. That way you guys know what's going on. Hopefully I get Phil talked into. He might do some videos while he's working on this thing. He should be over here this week all together, maybe this weekend too, and try to get this thing. Biggest thing's brakes. Biggest thing's all the little stuff that takes forever. And then ordering parts. So, as always, hit the like button, subscribe. I hope to see you guys in the next video.